So next we'll be discussing about groups within EndNote library. So it is important that when you want to do your research, sometimes you have different questions for the same research. Like if you are doing a research project, you will have question on what is the prevalence of the problem, all right, or how common is the problem, or the epidemiology of the problem. Then you want to also look at what kind of intervention will be effective against the issue or the problem that you identify. Or maybe you're looking at what kind of instrument that has been used to assess the problem, especially for problem that is related to psychosocial issue or stress or all those other information where you want to do a survey. So you can actually divide the article that you have identified into groups, and by grouping them you would have much more control on which article falls into which group. Of course, some of the article can be in more than one group, but that is the way, that is how you're supposed to do it. So there are different type of groups available. If you go to the panel and you go and look at group, there are just create group, normal group, and also there's smart group, and also there are group that you can create from another group. Let us start just by creating a group. All right, we will start by creating a group by looking at it from using let us look at prevalence. Okay, prevalence, or just prevalence, because all the article that we have here is on economics. But if you have articles on many other things, then you can say prevalence of economic issues. All right, so can be musculoskeletal disorder or can be other things, but we have not been very specific, so we just put prevalence of economic issues. All right, so what we need to do is we need to go to the search, or advanced search also can. So what we're going to do, advanced search, we have to go and look for all fields. All right, and we are going to find prevalence. Once we have, let us find prevalence. All right, so out of the 511 articles, you look at it, 71 articles have the term prevalence inside the either in the title or in the keyword or in the abstract. So what we do, we highlight all this. All right, highlight all the 71. So these are all the 71. Okay, and then we are going to put it onto our group. All right, we just drag the whole thing and put it onto the group. This is how you do it. Or you can just highlight and just right click and then click on, sorry, not like that, you go and go to groups. All right, and then add reference to the group that we have actually named. All right, prevalence of economic issues. So what happened in grouping is that it is just like a subfolder that they put all your document in that, but it is not, it is still in the main document. So let us go and put it there. So this is prevalence. All right, let us go and find another one just for keepsake. Incidents. All right, and we search for incidents. All right, so we found incidents. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this into incidents. All right, so we can go and go to groups, all right, add reference to, create custom group. This is incident, so we got to rename it as incidents. It's important that you rename or name your groups clearly so that you will be able to remember it next time when you come back. Because you must understand, when you're doing research, usually you will start with your literature review, and then you write up your introduction and literature review. Then you only continue to conduct your research. So by the time you finish your data collection, you might have forgotten how you have categorized it. So without giving these groups a proper name, then you would have issues next time when you want to identify the same thing again. All right. So we have incidents and prevalence. So issue of incidents we have 20, issue of prevalence we have 21. Let us look at based on the different group. Let us look at upper limb. Let's look at back. Okay, back is very good. Back pain. All right, let us search for back pain. Any of those looking at back pain? Sorry, they're searching within the group, so we got to go back here and search for back pain. All right, search for back pain, and these are 64 with back pain. All right, we got. So what we're going to do, we highlight this, highlight the 64. We highlight the 64, and then we put it into groups and create group. All right, or add reference to create custom group. So we call this, rename it as back pain. All right. Then we got to go and do this again, because just go the incidence of economic issue again, because we have searched in the wrong folder. So what we got to do is to just press incidents again, search for incidents, and then search and see whether it's 20 or not. Right. So it's still 20, so it's correct. All right, I'm not searching the wrong place. Okay. So let us look at neck pain. And we search again. Search for neck pain. Neck pain we have 48. So we search. We will go and put this in neck pain. All right. Add to group, reference to group, create custom group, rename it as neck pain. Okay. So you get the hang of it. You understand how it's being done. This is just to create group. Now we look at how to do smart group. So smart group is the same as create group, but smart group the issue about creating group is that once you have created the group, it is basically static. It does not change if you add more information into your what we call into your references. If you add more references into your library, the numbers are not changed. So it's better to create smart group. So the same thing we go and put here. We can look at it from all fields, and then we can just click it on. Let us look at back pain. Okay, look at back pain, and then we name the smart group back pain SG to make it different. So, or just in the other back pain SG to make it different, so that we understand this is smart group. And I will show you what's the difference between that. All right. So create. You look at the back pain and back pain smart group. They have the same number of references, because we are actually searching the same number, same people, same group. All right. To show you how this smart group actually works, we go back to the PubMed library. All right, and we go to the 1600. All right, but we're not going to import everything. We're just going to import the other 500, which is not so easy because they show everything, they don't segregate it for us. All right, so we can move the year as the author. All right, let us go back down to, let's start from the bottom and just import the last 200 or so. All right, so just import the last 200 or so. Okay, just go and highlight the thing and press shift. Okay, sorry, cannot press shift, just press control and shift also doesn't work, so you have to press individually. Okay, let's press individually and see what happens. Okay, let's just import this. All right, let's import. So we're going to plus, which is import, and it goes to 572. You look at it, the back panes group, your smart group have increased another 5 articles. All right, let us search for back pane, ergonomics and back pane, and search again in the PubMed, and let us highlight, let us get the first 25 article and import. All right, you look at it now, you have increased to 86 already. So it shows that if you use a smart group, you actually can automatically, the article will go into the different group. But the rest of the group, if you look at the original one, which is the just group, they don't have the different article. So when do you use group and when do you use smart group? So usually when you talk about grouping is where you have already, let's say this is for your article 1, all right? You can say this is for your submission, first submission, all right? So rename group, this is for journal submission 1, all right? So these are all the articles that you have reviewed and you have included in the journal submission 1. So this should not change and should not be different, so that is simple. So let us look at another way of using group. We can use what we call create from groups. So create from groups is, you can use two, okay, incidence and prevalence, all right, and then you can search for groups, which is your incident and prevalence, or you can use the boolean, which is or prevalence, then you can create a group, all right, with incidence or prevalence. Okay, so you can create it and you can have a group that actually looks at incidence or prevalence. So from the 71 article plus 20 article, there are actually overlap, so there is actually 83 article. Let us do the same thing for incidence and prevalence, meaning that the article should have incidence and prevalence. So we would go and do create from groups again. So it's incidence and prevalence, and then we'll go to incidence and prevalence, okay, and then create, and you have 8 articles, correct? So this is how you do a smart group. Sorry, not a smart group, but a smart group. Yes, correct. A smart group. No, create from groups. If you notice that if we create group from groups, All right, you can actually use even your smart group to create group from groups. All right, and that would basically means that it would be smart also. All right, not just group from groups. So now we have created groups, okay, and you know why you want to use groups.